What's up everybody, I'm the Mangoose, you are awesome, and today I'm going to bring you my first impressions of the Predecessor Alpha. Up front, I need to remind you that this is an alpha, not the game, but a development tool used by Omega Studios to create the game. As such, it's incomplete and buggy. I'm not going to point out that the scoreboard doesn't work or the minimap isn't functional, they know that. It's something they'll work on and implement without me having to say anything. Also, I should point out that while I'm going to be very critical of some things in the game, it's constructive criticism aimed at letting Omega know that there are some things that need some change. Bottom line up front, this game isn't as polished as I expected. There is a lot of work that needs to be done, but it's off to a great start and is an absolute blast to play. Really well done by Omega Studios. Before I get into any of this, yes, the footsteps are way too loud. I know Omega wants to focus on correcting bugs and gameplay issues first and foremost, but for real man, those jackboots gotta go. I'm trying to look for bugs and exploits, but I'm having constant Paris Island flashbacks of Final Drill competition. The rest of the sounds are great so far. Severog in particular has some beast sound effects, but you only really notice them because old Tall, Dark, and Scary doesn't have feet. Now on to the gameplay. The game is fun. I've been having an absolute blast playing it. It feels great to get back into Agora. After my initial video where I just ran around like a madman, I settled down and actually played the game like a normal person. I found that old strats actually worked and they felt really good. In this clip where I was playing Gadget, I was able to bully the opposing Gadget out of lane, take out the tower, then let my boy Sockap know I was rotating to safe lane.
It's an auto. Let's go, baby.
I just dropped mid tower, rotating over to safe, as if I can hit anything.
Mongoose is coming in hot. Let's go, boys. Oh! Oh!
No! Hey!
Gang.
Look at that teamwork, making that dream work.
That's good.
Yeah, nicely done. We ended up pulling off a successful gank on the enemy Muriel. However, right now there is some slight input lag. Added to that, I was on an EU server for this match, so you can see where we chased this Murdock down forever without landing a single basic attack.
Oh, get him, Mongoose! Sick him! Get him! I don't know why I said sick him. Beat him up!
I can't hit him with anything.
I know, it's hard. Oh, you got him now. Wait. Oh, this man, he's the fastest man alive. Oh, nice. You got him, dude.
No, I think you got the kill, so that's good.
Oh, I did somehow. I don't understand.
I mean, I'm not the best player ever, but I'm better than that. So that's the first thing I think they need to address. Nearly everyone I've talked to has expressed that they have the same problem, about 0.5 seconds of input lag before a basic attack or ability goes off. Until that gets hashed out, it's going to be a little difficult to test the game well. Everything seems slightly unresponsive. The next critique I have is melee hit ranges. I played quite a bit of Feng Mao in Paragon, so I was fully expecting that his actual range would not match the visual range. Back in Paragon, the strike wouldn't happen at the tip of his naginata, it was more towards where the blade started. You could watch your blade sweep through someone without it registering the hit. In Predecessor, it's the same thing, however, it's much closer than that. I feel like I need to be in biting distance of a target for the hit to register. There are also some issues with Reaping Dash as well as Severog's Phantom Rush. You don't go where you think you're going sometimes, and that's a bit frustrating. Ranged heroes seem spot on, however with the input lag it's difficult to hit your basics. You really need to lead your target and hope that they don't change directions. I had a terrible time trying to land a Serenity with Muriel. I do like that they changed it from a slow to a short knock-up, and her ultimate is done really well. Once you activate it, you get a selection screen showing each hero with appropriate number keys, allowing you to forgo the targeting system and simply reversal straight to whoever you want. Murdock is of course 1000% more fun in Predecessor than he was in Paragon since he has active abilities. I had the most fun with Gadget. The radius of her mine seemed a little off and the mine itself will sometimes slip under the map, but overall, the targeting of her abilities seemed very natural. Playing Gadget in Predecessor felt exactly like playing Legacy Gadget. The AI functions well, the minions properly retarget an enemy if they shoot you, the towers will also switch to enemies if they shoot you while you're under the tower, the minions look great and the towers look absolutely beautiful. Definitely an upgrade from Paragon's towers. The minions do sometimes have pathing issues though. That's to be expected, I think. I mean, Paragon minions would do some funky shit sometimes too, and I think the pathing issues are somewhat exacerbated here since it is an alpha. The map is beautiful. Fringe really knocked it out of the park. The design is done really well. The jungle camps are arranged in a way that makes sense. It's very clear where safe and off lane are, and there are several branching paths, access points, and vertical pathways. The jump pad from one side of the jungle to the other is fun as hell. However, I don't think it currently serves much of a purpose. You have to climb quite a ways to get to it, and it's almost just as fast to simply walk across the lane. The time it takes to rotate between the lanes seems spot on, and it feels appropriately dangerous if you take the most direct route. The card system was really good. The activatable cards don't work yet. It's a known bug, but the system itself works well. The stats are all fairly basic at this point. They'll add more interesting things once they have more data. I found myself having to make the decision of, do I get this lesser card now or save up a bit for a more powerful card? I think that's the essence of a good item system, forcing you to make that kind of decision. All in all, the game is very impressive and fun. There are of course quite a few bugs to work out, and honestly it isn't as polished as I expected it to be. I personally will not be live streaming the game anymore in its current state, and I think Omega probably should have released the initial closed alpha under an NDA, as many people will get the wrong impression from the gameplay. I will say this though, the most recent closed alpha I played was for Spellbreak, and I think Predecessor is actually in a far better state than that game was when I first played it. So I think the game is off to a great start, but it is just a start. There are many things that need to be fixed or adjusted in the very near future. Before I go, I want to let you guys know that there have been at least one alpha key giveaway in the Predecessor Discord, so make sure you're in their Discord and keeping tabs on it. Also, if you saw my live stream of the game, that was actually the very first closed alpha game of Predecessor to be played. And since I scored the first kill of that game, first blood goes to Mangoose. By the way, I know that means absolutely nothing.